From top 10 finishes to ranked wins to field stormings, there's a lot going on in Rocky Top. So let's recap it here on Vol Club Recap. Let's start with soccer. The Lady Vols are now 7-4-3. They are 2-3-2 within the conference after a 2-0 loss at Georgia. They are back at home this Thursday at 7 against South Carolina. Volleyball dropped their midweek matchup against Kentucky 1-3, but followed it up with a 3-1 victory over number 25 ranked Auburn. That is their second ranked win of the year. They got this win based off of a double-double from Hayden Kubik, her third in a row, and a great performance from Nina Chajic. Their next game is this Friday at Florida at 7 o'clock. Softball wrapped up their fall ball action with an 11-5 win at Kentucky. Super excited for these ladies. They finish undefeated in fall ball. We'll see them in the spring. The men's golf team placed 11th overall at the Golf Club of Georgia Collegiate Open in Atlanta. Evan Woolsey-Reed led the team by placing 28th individually. That is a wrap for their fall season. They will start their spring season in February. The Mercedes-Benz Championship is going on right now at Cherokee Country Club in Knoxville. The women's golf team sits at tied for second. Kara Von Kahn is in first place. First place individually, the team is tied for second. That tournament will finish today, and we will update you about it next week on Vol Club Recap. It's been a few weeks since we've talked about the cross-country distance team, but both the men and women were back in action on Friday at the Crimson Classic in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The men placed third, the women placed seventh. Christopher Middleton Pearson led the men with a fourth individual placing, while Caroline Lyerly led the women, placing 11th individually. That wrapped up the weekend for the men, so they got to travel all the way back to Knoxville to watch the football team take on Bama. The Lady Vols weren't so fortunate. They had to travel up to Wisconsin the next day to take part in the Wisconsin pre-national race. Lady Vols' Ashley Jones led the team to 25th place, placing 36th individually. The next competition for both men and women is the 2024 SEC Cross Country Championships. That'll take place in Bryan, College Station, Texas, on the campus of Texas A&M. That is on November 1st. I did my best last episode to build anticipation for this game. I didn't need to because everybody in the country was talking about it, and boy, did this game live up to the hype. Second time that Bama has come to Neyland in the last 3 years, and the second time that they're going back to Tuscaloosa with a loss. Didn't know if we'd storm the field. It felt like the whole kind of lower bowl felt the same way, like should we go, should we not? Well, they did. The goalpost came down again, didn't make it to the river this time. That's okay. We will see where they end up beyond that. With the win, the Vols are now 6-1, up to number 7 in the AP poll. I know the voters that make that poll are probably a little frustrated and having to move us back up because they sure do like to drop us. How did we win? Well, Dylan Sampson is your SEC Offensive Player of the Week. Some facts for now. He is 4th all-time in career rushing touchdowns. He is tied for 1st in rushing touchdowns in a season. Crazy season he's got going. Cooper Mays, for the second time this season, is your SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week. Man, the Vols are rolling. I'm a little frustrated that we got a bye week this week because it feels like we are clicking at the right time. It is making to be a crazy end of October and month of November for the Vol football team. We'll see how it goes. Saturday's Bargegate tailgate before the football game marked the last event of 2024 Barge Fest. I'm a little sad. Some of my coworkers are not sad. They're so happy to see it go. But you know what? When they're going to be happy again is when it comes back for 2025. Thank you to everyone who came out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see you next year. It's going to be so much better. Barge Fest 2025. Keep your eyes open for it. As you can see, this is our 3rd episode of Vol Club Recap here at Vol Club Outfitters, and I kind of like it, so I don't plan on leaving. And what me being here allows me to do is to shout out some of our new merch fairly easily. One of my personal favorites we just got in is this awesome hat. We have it in 2 styles from No Rivals. You can get it here at the store. You can get it online. Big fan of this one. And this vintage Smokey shirt. How about that? Pretty cool stuff. You can see them behind me too. Brand new Vol Club Outfitters. You can get it online as well. You're not gonna wanna miss it. This stuff is going fast and it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm Thomas Wharton. This is Vol Club Recap. I'll see you next week.